Hi, it's Jody from Puppywinkle, and today I'm going to talk about journaling cards. If you have any printables, a lot of times they will have journaling cards that you can print and use, and that's what this is. It's from an upcoming collection I'm making. And I printed it on cardstock, so it has some good substance to it. And I just cut it out and I made this. It's a journaling card. I put a back on it. So it's 2 layers of cardstock, and so you have a place to write on the back. But what's fun about this one is it also has a secret journaling spot inside. Another piece of cardstock printed on both sides with some lines. And it hides inside, which is pretty fun. And then you can just tuck it in a pocket in your journal, and you have all kinds of extra writing space. And I just love to have little secret places. So I'll show you how to make this. Super easy. So the way you make it is you have your journaling card, you have your back part, your back part that's going to go on the back. And I just used something that came with the printable, and I kind of inked it up. And then you need whatever you're going to put in the center to write on, and I like lines. So, and all you do, so easy, you just go around the edges with some glue. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you put this on. So you're gluing the front of the journaling card to the back. And I'm going to clip that up so it just, seals up good. And then I'm going to wait. Okay, so here is the journaling card, which I just glued boop, 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 boop. I just glued all around the edges, all 4 edges. And I sealed it up so it would stay glued. And all you do, I'd like to cut, I don't know, what is that? 1 inch? A little less than 1 inch maybe, off the top. And that gives you some space to put the writing paper in. And you can see it's considerably smaller. It's probably, overall, it's probably 1 inch smaller than the topper. But it fits, and that's good. And so we're going to stick some glue there. And I did print it on both sides. 1, 2. So we got the little lines on both sides. And we're going to just stuff that right up in there again with the glue this time, and so it sticks. And kind of center it as best you can. And there you go. And then you want to figure out how long this should be, because there's glue down here. There's glue down here holding those 2 pieces together. So, maybe here we're going to cut it. So I'll just put my finger on that line right there. And then cut that. And I like to round the edges because I think that helps it smooth in there a little better. When you're pushing it into the it just seems to help to have smooth edges. And there you've got it. easy as can be. A little secret journaling space. Here's a similar idea. I turned these journaling cards into postcards by putting, again, 2 layers of cardstock, the journaling card on the front and the postcard on the back. And when I attached it, I only attached it top, side, and bottom, and so you have a little pocket here, again, for a little secret message inside. And this is a printable from my Victorian tea party. I'll link to that. And I'm going to give away some postcard backgrounds. So there's a link to a freebie printable so you can make your own postcard journaling cards. And that's in the description too. A third way to use journaling cards is you can attach them to your page with a tab that acts as a hinge, and then you have spots to write here and here. And you could do it this way. You could have it fold out this way. If you put the hinge here, here and here, you could have it fold out this way. And a fourth way is to attach them using these old picture tabs, these old picture corners. And this is kind of a secret journaling spot because people don't necessarily think to take that out. So that's another way to use up journaling cards. This is a mini journal I'm working on, and journaling cards work really well as pockets, especially in this size, but in any size journal. This is a journaling card, and I just attached it top, side, and bottom. And so it's a little secret pocket you might not think to look into. And there's a card tucked in there. And if you want to make it more obvious, if you're giving this to, to somebody who doesn't know about junk journals and you think they won't even see it, there are a couple ways to make it more obvious. You can, like this one, you can take the journaling card, again, glue just on 3 sides, and on this open side, cover it with something. So here I covered that edge with faux leather, which kind of invites you to say, why is that there? And if you think that's not enough, then you can use a little tab on the card and have it stick out. So then it's not hidden at all. It's super obvious. It's saying, pull me out, please. So depending on your audience, you can decide how obvious you want your pocket to be. And here's one more. This is a top pocket. Again, a journaling card, and I put a little what's that? A little half circle there. And that kind of indicates it's a pocket too. So the 6th way to use journaling cards is to make a little booklet. And what I did, I printed the journaling cards on a piece of paper. This is just half of it, obviously. And then I put it back in my printer and printed something pretty on the back. So I have printing on both sides. And then when I cut it out, I did not separate the pieces that were side by side. And so then I get a little booklet with pretty papers inside. And then I took, I think this is 3 sheets of coffee dyed paper, and I cut it in half this way so it was longer. And then I folded it in half, and then I trimmed it up to fit inside here. So this would be enough for 2 journals, right? Because we got that cover for that and that cover and those 3 pages for that. So anyway, I'm only going to make 1 right now. And all you do, you fold everything in half and get out your pokey tool. I'm going to just eyeball it. I'm going to put a hole in the center. And then maybe, I don't know, 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch away from the top and the bottom. And I'm just feeling to make sure all all the papers are aligned with the cover. That's what I was feeling there. Then I took some embroidery floss and I pulled it in half. So it's, instead of 6 strands, it's just 3 strands thick, but you can do whatever you want. And it's about 1, 2, 3, a little more than 3 lengths of the booklet. And wherever you start, that's where your little bow is going to be. So I want my bow to be inside. So I'm going to start on the inside and just go out and then in and leave some space so you can tie your bow, leave some string there. And then we're going to go over this one and go out and back in the same hole here. And you don't want to go through the string necessarily. It's not a crisis, but I don't like to split the string. There we go. And so then you have plenty. I probably could have used 2 lengths. Plenty of thread to tie it. You know what, I'm going to tie it in a knot so we stay tight. And then a pretty bow. And then I'm going to trim that up. Oop. And there you have a little booklet. You can put as many pages in as you want, but 3 sheets gives you 6 pages, and I think that's plenty. My last idea today for using your journaling cards is to get creative when you are printing. All the previous projects I printed regular size on cardstock, and then this, when I went into my printing dialog, it automatically said print at 100% and print in the center. And so I clicked off print in the center. So I had the ability to move the item around, and I put it, for this, I put it at 25%. I printed it at 25% of the size. And I moved it up in this corner. And I printed it once on cardstock, and I got that one piece. Then I put the same paper back in my printer, and when I went to print again, this was showing up over here, and I just moved it to here. But I printed it on the same page, and then so then I had that and that. I'm hoping this makes sense. It was way less complicated than it sounds. Anyway, so then I printed it 2 more times, then I printed it 1 more time here, and then I made it 40% of the original size, and that's what these 2 items are. So anyway, I printed this on cardstock, so now I have it forever. And then I copied it onto sticker paper. So I have all these sweet little stickers. And I also copied it onto vellum, which gives you a whole other look and feel, they're just lovely. So I'm going to keep this because I don't want to have to do that printer work again. And then I can just make it the little pieces whenever I want. And so I've got a little sticker for my journal right here. Go stick that right there. And I have a nice little vellum piece of ephemera to tuck into this lovely pocket. I got this idea from Natasha of Treasure Books. She always, or I don't know always, but she writes down what she talked about so you can take a screenshot if you want. And I'm going to do a quick recap so you know what I'm talking about. Split card with the hidden spot to write. That's this one. And then pocket card with a hidden spot to write right here. Attach with a hinge as a fold out. That's here. And then, have to peek. Attach with picture corners, that's this one. And so you can pull it out. Use journaling card as a pocket, that's here. So here's the whole journaling card and you got a pocket there. Use journaling cards as a booklet cover, that's this one. Got a little booklet. And get creative with printing. That's when I changed the sizes and printed on vellum and sticker paper. And I'm sure you could find other things to print on. So anyway, I hope you found something new to think about. And thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.